Hello, thank you for allowing me to speak today. My name is Andrew Rhoda, and I am the curator of puzzles at the Lilly Library in Indiana University in Bloomington, Indiana, and we house the Jerry Slocum Mechanical Puzzle Collection. In case you haven't had the opportunity to visit our library, let me begin with a quick introduction to the Lilly. The Lilly Library is Indiana University's rare books and manuscripts library. In addition to the hundreds of thousands of books and millions of manuscripts, we have the Slocum Mechanical Puzzle Collection. The collection contains over 32,000 mechanical puzzles, in addition to books and manuscripts related to mechanical puzzles. The puzzles and the rest of this collection can be used in our reading room as materials are not checked out of our library. We also have the Slocum room, which is a public gallery, in addition to a classroom space that has a permanent exhibit of mechanical puzzles on display. The biggest change since I talked at the last gathering for Gardner is that I've updated the permanent exhibit of mechanical puzzles last year. It is titled A World of Puzzles. The exhibit as a whole is a permanent display of a small group of around 100 mechanical puzzles, which are just highlights from the larger collection. The puzzles in the exhibit prior to last year had been on display since I had started as the curator of puzzles in 2013, if not earlier. With that in mind, I selected some new puzzles to feature in the permanent exhibit based on the puzzle's category, history, visual appeal, and how they added to the exhibit as a whole. With the additions, it still retains, it still has all examples of all the different categories of mechanical puzzles that exist. And it retains its purpose as being a visual overview of the collection itself and mechanical puzzles as a whole. So people can come into the library, look at the permanent exhibit, and get an idea of what mechanical puzzles are. Another recent development related to the collection is the publication of Romano-Celtic mask puzzle padlocks written by Mr. Slocum and Dick Sonnefeld. In the book, they write about the archaeology and history of these puzzle padlocks that date as far back as the 2nd century BCE. In that book, it includes a preface and appendix chapters from archaeological experts from the University of Oxford and UCLA. Now, how this relates to what I do is I've been able to take all of that information and add it to any presentation that I give on mechanical puzzle history. Because it's such a dramatic increase to the timeline of mechanical puzzle history. It also has afforded me the opportunity to work with other departments that I usually don't get to work with, such as our classics department or our archaeology department. And with the outreach that I do to different university departments and the local community groups, I've also been developing on giveaway puzzles that I can give to people when they visit the collection. And with that in mind, I've recently also been working with the IU Library's communication department to develop paper-based giveaway puzzles. This is our previous giveaway puzzle, which is a plastic version of the 15 puzzle, just instead of numbers, it has the IU logo on it. Now this has been our giveaway puzzle for a number of years. And since we have not had a new puzzle, and since there's been such an increase in the number of people coming to the collection, I thought it was about time that we had a new giveaway puzzle. So with that in mind, I've been working with the communications department to develop a hexaflexagon, puzzle that will have the IU logo, information about Martin Gardner and flexagons, and information about the Slocum puzzle collection as a whole on each of the faces. And hopefully this process goes well, because if it does, we may actually make more varieties of these giveaway puzzles in the future. And since this project is currently ongoing, if anyone has any suggestions of different types of puzzles that might fit into this project, I would be more than happy to discuss those with you. Also, if you have any questions about our collection, or if you'd like to schedule a visit, feel free to come up and ask me, or email me at the address on the screen. Thank you very much.